time. And this time, there's no denial of the shield. Unless they pick up the Renekton still for Baron Lane, have the Jax in the mid lane. Though that's pretty much uncommon nowadays, especially with, you know, a priority on ADCs. And with the other meta happening into the mid lane right now, which is the Vladimir and the Zoe. Vladimir still open. Finally, Woohoo Gaming denies it.
Took away both the Vladimir and the Gwen, taking out some potential damage leaders as well for the side of Thunder Talk. Riven getting immediately picked here for the side of Woohoo Gaming. It seems like they're really gonna go in a different direction. Yes, it's still the Ornn and the Lucian, but all the other instruments right now, all the other variables and their composition are quite different. There's a lot more ways to keep on engaging, a lot more strength in terms of skirmishes as what they're clearly looking at for this composition.
I have just one question for Woohoo Gaming and Thundertop. Do they have some plans to do something later? Because they're sprinting the draft right now.
Yeah.
It's so fast. Yeah. It is the same draft once again here for Thundertop. They're basically saying, try us once again.
Yeah,
okay, change your draft. It's still gonna be the same result.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? For Thundertalk, it's like, hey, we were behind 10-12 minutes of the game, but we still won. We're just gonna do a run back.
Run back. Let's try it one more time. Okay, let's go round 2.
Yeah, and not a lot to say about the Thundertalk comp because it's the same comp again. Has a very good front to back. Has elements of the front, middle, back of a team fight, wherein it's gonna be the tanks in the front. The middle would be policed by Zeri, dealing a lot of the damage when the engage comes towards her, and then Tristana dealing a lot of the backline, the farthest backline damage. Whoever gets near to the Zeri, they could immediately just burst down. While for the side of Woohoo, it's kind of the same comp from last time. They have a lot of these like engaged champions getting on top of you, like the Riven, like the Jax, which you can also say about the Renekton earlier on. But it is kind of a different flavor. There's a lot more AoE damage for the side of Woohoo Gaming, which may cause some, you know, uncomfortable situations from Thundertalk.
Actually, I like this better coming in from Woohoo Gaming. We see the Jax as a possible counterplay or a counter towards the double ADC, especially in the late game. He's not gonna get caught here. But the ward got caught, so that's, you know, at least a thank you coming in from Woohoo Gaming. But also to add in towards composition, right? Riven and Ziggs is just such a great combination that we have seen so many times back in Season 1. And since Riven is about to be buffed up as well in the next patch 4.4b, and this is just a trailer on what the potential can actually be on this Riven.
Yeah, definitely. And we will talk more about the game. Also, Zeri earlier on TPZ on that Zeri made huge damage, 32% in the last game. Definitely was the main driver of that. And whoa, what do we have here? August actually stealing away the red buff. Seems like Woohoo Gaming would prefer going for a more vertical jungle position here against Thundertalk.
XBuy only took one camp from August, so this is actually a great trade coming in from Woohoo Gaming again. Might be a great start for August as well, because he's gonna deny level 5 on XBuy and will reach level 5 faster as well, since it's only one camp that XBuy actually secured in his red side jungle. And what that can impact is how Pan and August are gonna be going with their combination, possibly in mid lane, possibly in bot lane.
Yeah. Some question as well would be, why didn't they match it? Why didn't Soil and SM1 help out the Shen to get red buff, or even at least the Gragas? And that would that is Soil would have been too far behind in this bot lane if that would happen. So they are willingly right now trading away these buffs to allow Soil and Z to have a better to allow them to scale better into the game.
Is August gonna be interfering with the top Scuttle Crab as well against XBuy? That would be just crazy, because he's pathing there right now. And that's gonna deny again so much XP from the Shen. Level 5 denied.
Yeah. And that is crucial, right? To take it away from the Shen, because we've been talking about the Stan United, how crucial it was. It was so crucial in that last fight earlier. And if you take it away, it's gonna mess up with the possible gank timings for the Shen, possible dive timing as well. And I feel like Thundertalk is trying to make up for it in other in other factors like giving Z and Soil more space to be able to get to that position, to be able to get their first item, and just letting the Shen get as much resources as possible, but on a later part of the game.
I think this is going to be a great start already here for Woohoo Gaming. It's just the micro steps that they are making to make sure that they establish great control, not only from the laning phase, but also from the jungle side. Right now, we're seeing safe position in the bot lane, safe position in the top lane as well. This Jax can carry out the game, at least in the split push factor, later better than Shin is on the Camille. So I think that's going to be one of the factors that Thunderstock needs to be considering later on. Maybe they need to find ways to bully out Track to prevent him from having that split push action. Woohoo Gaming can answer so well since they do have the Ziggs.
Yeah, we are also waiting for the Ziggs to be transferred into the mid lane. We have been seeing this often, putting the Ziggs in the mid lane to make more, to take advantage more of the global ultimate. Also, there is a lot of I would say, priority in getting the Herald and taking this first turret down, and having the Ziggs in the mid lane would really give Woohoo Gaming that priority.
That's the only problem when you're using Illusion, right? Your first skill is kind of dodgeable. If you don't angle it correctly, then you can be outplayed with it, and more so likely be killed just because not hitting it. Now SMY is actually tanking a lot. Has to be used, but unable to set things up here for Thundertalk. I think it's just a denial of control on the blue side jungle here of XY, and they're gonna be successful with it.
Yeah, well, Cass is down right now, so they know there is no disengage tool, there's no big engage tool from this Gragas, which won't really be anything at this point, I think, because there's not a clear objective on the map right now, which also is... Sorry, I'm just looking at the rotations as well. We have been seeing a lot of teams going for this rotation to the top side, even if it's just the supports, but we haven't seen that. So both of these teams right now are probably looking at Dragon as their main priority in this first set of objectives.
And again, same objective here for Woohoo Gaming, or same goal. I think is going to be so important to secure the Dragon, but also secure the RAs, because they have the Ziggs. They can easily unlock mid lane. If August can do something in preventing X5 from getting in an objective, since it's a Shen, it's a slow take on Dragon, maybe they can find a way to maybe bully out and take 2 objectives right now. It's the reason coming from the Shen, a little bit odd to be honest, coming from X5. Too late to be exact, as he is a little bit delayed as well on his farming. So now they go on to SMY, then a possible gate standing knight going to be used now as a possible combination, but miss the car control chain, as now Thundertalk going to be engaged as well, as Annie has a good backing action possibly to take down this X-Buy, or August rather, and now the drag, or at least the RH is going to be taken here by the Ribbon of August. Woohoo Gaming can just disengage, and let's see what Thundertalk can actually do. Counters right now, and Rocky as Wake Up flashes out. Shin might be in a lot of trouble. Thundertalk disengages, and Woohoo Gaming gets the win.
And what this, the discipline right now from both of these teams, you could see right there how good the disengage as well from Woohoo Gaming. We're going to this replay right here. It feels like Thundertalk really tried to force the 8 right here. Unfortunately in that cast, I think the Gragas was predicting the flash from Pan. But it didn't pan out for him, and as well this Herald almost reset it, but August was the one who was able to pick it up. And at this point in time, Thundertalk are trying to fight their way out of this pit, while Woohoo Gaming is not giving them any kills. Even Wake Up getting away from a sliver of health. And I think Woohoo Gaming very well knows if they give a kill, a couple of gold from Thundertalk, that is a trade that would take any day just because of the strength of this late game composition. But by not giving that gold, not giving any of that tempo, Woohoo Gaming is just able to get all of these objectives. First lane turret, even the Infernal Drake go into the hands of Woohoo Gaming.
That's just such a clean start here for Woohoo Gaming. And I love what you mentioned earlier, right? What actually cost us to be successful for Woohoo Gaming. The cast from SMY not able to hit Pan, and that paved the way for them to actually be able to disengage successfully in that RH fight. So that recall play and stand united play by X5 had a full denial on its potential. Now they turn on to top side to take down Rocky. They do have the damage, and that Hextech ultimatum is just so useful.
Yeah, good pick right there. From Thundertalk, they needed that. They really need these small wins at this point, because The dragon scaling is obviously not in their favor at the moment. Herald has been taken, mid lane turret has been taken as well, so they don't have any control when it comes to the entrances to the jungle in that part of the map. But bot lane though, Z very low.
Yeah, still able to at least apply some pressure. Sani though is going to be gunning them down. SM doesn't have mana anymore. The dash in coming from Sani, unable to get the last auto attack to finish up the kill. But Wake Up getting a good engage on the soil, good usage of that jump, be able to safely back away. But his tower will not survive.
Yeah, they can't defend this turret. It's Ziggs. Ziggs does have the execute on turret. Shin trying to at least trade it out, but Rocky here.
8 HP. Man.
August.
That's just so close right now. And August just going to be joining in. Extra commitment to maybe be able to escape Honey Fruit as well. Helping out! He survives! What?
What happened?
Just survives there. And then XY goes onto the tower to just finish up the kill. Megan for the bomb gonna be used. But again, it's just a happy event for Thundertop.
Yeah, Shin was able to essentially snake his way out of that gank. Able to use the Hextech Ultimatum to dodge the initial damage coming from the Riven, and then when the Riven tried to stun him, he flashed away, got the Honey Fruit, and got enough HP back to be able to live through that gap. Amazing play right there from Jin. At this point in time, Thundertop cannot just give away any objective, any kills willy-nilly towards Woohoo Gaming. They need to slow down the bleeding as much as they can so they can get back to the position that they were in game 1, to be able to turn the game back when both the Zeri and the Tristana get their items.
And again, if we were to look back at the game number 1 as well, in terms of time, that is 13 minutes, 14 minutes, the power spike of Thundertop, in which they can potentially end a game. So now that has to be the watch here of Woohoo Gaming. They need to find ways to increase their gold lead threefolds possibly, to make sure that the power spike of Thundertop won't be able to affect their performance.
Yeah, that is definitely something they're looking at. Also, this is a more early game, mid-game team comp for Woohoo Gaming, right? As you mentioned earlier, this is no longer the Shyvana. This is Riven. Riven deals more damage in the early to mid-game, has that burst, has more mobility than Shyvana because it's not tied down to that ultimate. So she can get towards the backline of Thundertop more reliably than the champion that he has earlier. But Thundertop very aggressive here.
Wow, the SMY even flashes in, but August able to dodge away. That's good. Just a blue buff taken here by Thundertop, but not really too much needed. Ooh. They go in, Call of Forge God missing the target. And that at least is gonna be a cooldown here for Thundertop.
Yeah, Woohoo Gaming started off the Call of Forge God. You might think that it's a bit questionable, right? Because you're trying to go against a rocket jump and a Zeri that's also pretty mobile. But they tried to go for that, but actually Shin getting caught out here.
Yeah, Wake Up is all here. X-By gonna be joining in a short while, but Rocky actually is struggling to get the damage done here onto Shin, especially because of the Bramble Vest that has been picked up earlier. And now, again for the buff dodge away, August gonna be joining as well, goes with the ulti as well as the CC chamber gets denied the damage and gets taken down. Thunderdog looking to get the picks right now, Soil flashes in, gets the burst down and jump reset as well, as the Wake Up is gonna be the next target. Z as well just wanting to join the party right now, as SMY as well is gonna get the cast done. Oh my god, that is just picture perfect! Thunderdog again!
How does Thundertop keep doing this? Early game was in the hands of Woohoo Gaming. They went for a pick in the top side. Going into this replay right here, this was an overchase from August. August tried to predict both X-By and Shin, but in the end, he was caught out by both of these members and eventually gave the kill. And while this fight was ongoing, all of the members of Thundertop from across the map were running towards the top side of the map, picking off members of Woohoo Gaming, exploiting this mistake, this opening that was given to them by Woohoo Gaming. And now, it feels like game 1 all over again. Thundertop right now have the advantage against Woohoo Gaming.
Are we seeing a replay of game number? We're seeing different champions, but this exactly happened in game number 1 in the same time as well. The start of the descent of the gold lead of Woohoo Gaming.
Look at the goal difference. It's the same thing.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
It's deja vu.
It's deja vu. What?
I mean, ThunderTalk saying right now, I don't know what you mean. We have the same champions. It's the same composition for the Shin going in with the Stand United.
And now it's gonna be a caught up Orn right now. Wake up from his dream, and it's a nightmare for Woohoo Gaming. You really want to wake up from that.
And ThunderTalk is just so good at capitalizing on your mistakes, but X-Buy might be caught out there.
Is able to escape. Rocket this time around is gonna be asking for help as they take on SMY and take him down. Z as well is still able to at least escape, but that might signal at least some camps here to be secured by Woohoo Gaming, possibly an objective as well to be set up. But again, it's still not time for it.
Yeah, good response as well from Woohoo Gaming. If earlier on we kept talking about how ThunderTalk could stop the bleeding, they actually stopped it and made Woohoo Gaming bleed instead, and now Woohoo Gaming is slowing down slowing it down for them at this point. Yes, late game is gonna be in favor of ThunderTalk. A lot of the damage will be in favor of ThunderTalk as well, but it's definitely not over for Woohoo Gaming. They can still position themselves well in these fights. If they can catch out the members of ThunderTalk in these tight spaces, can make full advantage of the AoE damage coming from the Riven, coming from the Ziggs. So Woohoo Gaming, that is their win condition right now. They need to just be more disciplined at this point.
And final catch the members off guard here of ThunderTalk, possibly the backline because they're focusing on the front line. Still able to kill at least SMY. Now 14 minutes. Again, we have seen this time frame before in which ThunderTalk, they lost a member but still was able to fight back and get the A. And Woohoo Gaming, they've seen this site before. It's like, okay, something feels wrong. They back away from the Baron.
Yeah, they didn't want to take the 50-50. I'm not sure if they spotted the Shen using the Stand United on Z to be able to get into that pit as early as he could. But I do like the discipline and the respect that Woohoo Gaming is showing right here, because they've already seen in Game 1 and even just earlier in this game, you give ThunderTalk an inch and they take a mile against you. And
they take a light here.
They take a line here, yeah, I agree with that assessment of ThunderTalk. And ThunderTalk right now is still in such a strong state.
Absolutely. And still, we cannot deny the fact that ThunderTalk has a massively scaling composition. And we haven't seen Woohoo Gaming get to the backline just yet. It's always about the front line. And that really just shows how great the defense is of ThunderTalk. It's like battle against Mayweather at this point. He's just too damn good on the defense.
Yeah, that's true, and that is the front-to-back composition that ThunderTalk has crafted for themselves. A really solid front line with a really good mid line for them to defend, to deal damage and absorb the fight, and a really good backline damage dealer as well that would support all of the members that they have tanking the damage for. But Shin might be getting caught out here.
Yeah, there's 3 people chasing him down. Denied on the exit. Actually, it's still able to flash away. Stand United though has been used already. The cast gonna be used though to maybe take on Wake Up. Making for the bomb, deals a little bit damage here onto C and Soil. Great knockup as well coming in from Wake Up. Comes the Forge God. Will it hit on multiple members? Hit 3 members of ThunderTalk, but still is able to back away. Number 1, Camille gets committed here by the Lucian, and now they turn. Soil is in, going for the reset, and now piles on the member of Woohoo Gaming. Now it's only the Jacks remaining alive. Can they end? I think the death timers are starting to get too long.
Yeah, I think they can. I think they have that opening. There's still 4 members of ThunderTalk here. Only Rocky for the defense, Giang.
Rocky, you have to find ways to clear out the way, but it's being denied to do so. Counter Strike gonna be used, but it's gonna denied to be alive, and ThunderTalk's just gonna be waiting for the next wave.
Yeah, I think they can end this in the next wave.
It has been a bit of a longer game, to be honest, but ThunderTalk remains to be unstoppable. Another 2-0 by ThunderTalk. 6 games consecutively. 2-0s.
Yeah, and it feels like this Game 1 and Game 2, they just, right, they run it back with the same composition, but in Game 2, there was a moment I felt like they were in more dire straits than in Game 1, specifically because this Riven and Ziggs could have just kept dealing so much damage in an AoE that would have essentially